Welcome to Illuminate. This is a community television program produced by club members of Seroptimist International of Novato. My name is Carol Bennett. Today I have three professional women from Novato Police Department. So this is going to be a three-part series. First of all, I have Tayler Mason, who is a police records specialist. So Tayler, you come to the police department with quite a unique background. So tell us about that.
I received my associate's degree in liberal arts, social and behavioral sciences, and then I went to UC Berkeley and received my bachelor's degree in rhetoric.
Rhetoric? I've not even heard of that as a major. Rhetoric from UC Berkeley with your bachelor's?
Yes.
Interesting.
It is a little different compared to others that major in criminal justice and come into police work, so it is a little unique.
So you took an aptitude test or something that enabled you then to come into the police work?
Yeah, so when I started working in the field of higher education, I just took an aptitude test to see what types of jobs I'd be interested in, and dispatcher was one of the ones that came up.
Dispatch, interesting. Okay, so I understand the hiring process for any police department is pretty rigorous, but
yes.
Explain the one that you know about at the Novato Police Department.
Sure, so it started with looking at novato.org.
Novato.org, okay.
Yes. And that's where they list all of their job postings, and I saw that they were hiring for a police dispatcher.
Ah.
And the application is done through governmentjobs.com.
Governmentjobs.com. So those are two valuable websites to know about.
Definitely.
Right.
And once you apply online, you're invited to come in for an interview with a panel. And once you pass that, you are given a polygraph exam.
Now that's the lie detector test?
Yes, the lie detector test. Once you pass that, you begin the background investigation. And when I say investigation, it's really an investigation. Other jobs, their background check is just a fingerprint and call some of your previous employers. But the background investigation, you're fingerprinted, they talk to your spouse, your parents, call your previous employers, they come to your home,
wow.
Meet with you there, and they speak with your neighbors.
Your neighbors, they go out and talk to the neighbors?
Go and knock on their doors and ask them about you, see if you're a good neighbor.
Ah, interesting. So then you went directly into becoming a dispatcher then. Did you have special training for that?
Yes. So once you pass backgrounds, you're given a conditional job offer, you pass a psych exam, and a physical exam, and once you become a dispatcher, I was sent to a three-week dispatch academy.
So you don't have to come into the interview with the dispatch training? No,
for new hires with Novato Police Department, they didn't require that. Some people can go to dispatch academy on their own, but I was sent, so that was 3 weeks, and then on the job, the training was a 15-week program consisting of 5 phases. And with that program, you have daily goals that you need to meet, weekly goals, but all throughout it, your trainer's there helping you to get through any difficulties that you might encounter.
Wow. So what is a typical day in dispatch? Is it really what we think it is? You know, is it just stressfully frantic, or does it get boring while you're waiting for the next call?
So with the city of Novato, we have about 53,000 residents roughly. So we're considered a smaller department, and our dispatch center has 4 workstations. Usually on a shift you have 2 dispatchers in the room. One focuses on the phone lines from the business line, the non-emergency line, and 911. And then your partner focuses on radio that comes in from the officers. But if you're alone in dispatch for any reason, you do both of those duties. You're answering the phone and speaking to the officers on the radio.
So that could be stressful.
It can be stressful. So no, dispatch is never boring. When you have those high, fast-paced moments, you're thankful when it slows down because it helps you appreciate that, okay, we had that and now this calm is nice.
So if you're an adrenaline junkie, you would really like this kind of a job,
Yes,
huh?
they would love being a dispatcher.
Oh my gosh. So now you have changed though over to police records. So tell us a little bit about that job.
So once I passed my 1-year probation in dispatch, I applied to work in records. And what people don't see on crime TV shows is that for every action that the officers do on the streets, there's an equal amount of paperwork that they do, whether it's electronic or hard copy, where they're writing police reports, sending off citations, or helping people get in contact with different services offered by the county. So records processes all of that. We process the police reports, citations, scanning them in electronically, and making sure that it gets to the courts in a timely manner or off to the different agencies that need those reports.
Okay. So have you had any special challenges on the job in records?
So records, we still enter the business line and we help people at the front counter. So at the front counter, not everyone is happy that comes to the front, but we still want to make sure that we're maintaining that high level of customer service. And then I'd say a challenge for me during the dispatch training was just making sure that I developed that dual ear where you can be on the phone with someone and take down the information that you need and simultaneously dispatch the needed units to that event.
Oh my gosh. That takes some training.
Definitely.
And experience. Oh, gee. So as a female at the Novato Police Department, do you ever feel slighted being around all those guys?
So I can't speak for anyone else, but in my personal experience at the Novato Police Department, I've never been made to feel that I'm lesser than.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, the Novato Police really values high performance and they recognize great work. Mm-hmm. So last quarter, I received the Employee of the First Quarter Award. And even aside from awards, officers and civilians are always getting commendation from the chief or from their supervisors for good work that they've done.
Nice, nice. So if you have any advice for young women thinking about going into police work, what would you say?
Definitely to take advantage of all of the opportunities that they're offered, and to, if they can, get a second language. That would be a huge help when helping persons over the phone or in person, if you have Spanish or a second language to assist others.
Great. What language do you speak?
I'm learning Spanish.
Good for you, good for you. Well, thank you, Tayler, for sharing with us all your adventures on the police work so far and the process that you took for getting employed. Thank you very much for being with us. So the next portion of our program will be Melissa Hinkle, who is a corporal, part of a patrol unit on the street.